Sheltering in place this year due to COVID-19 has been no easy task. Although many of us are finding ways to stay sane by safely getting out temporarily for runs or neighborhood walks, donning masks while socially distancing. But that's difficult for a growing segment of our population, the elderly, because they are most at risk of catching the virus if exposed. For nearly 30 years, the San Francisco chapter of Little Brothers Friends of the Elderly has been focused on minimizing isolation and loneliness among older adults. Their mission has never been more critical than today. The Little Brothers staff and volunteers have pivoted with creative solutions to meet the needs of the elderly, like staying in touch via video calls and providing grocery deliveries during the pandemic. But let's start with what inspires volunteers and donors to get involved.
So for me, part of the appeal with Little Brothers Friends of the Elderly was I don't have any living grandparents anymore, so I was kind of craving or missing that connection to an older generation. I was very close with my grandmother while she was here, and I do remember probably the most isolated, lonely time for her was when she decided to go into a retirement community. She picked one that she was really excited about, had lots of activities, lots of peers her own age, but unfortunately, I think from the outside looking in, a lot of times things seem like they're really good, but a lot of our elders, even in that environment, are very isolated and lonely.
Tegan is always very supportive. She's almost like the grandmother, to tell you the truth. You know, she's very, very nurturing, like a mother cat. You know, and I tend to tell her, you know, about my health challenges, and she's always very supportive and kind.
I think it's always good to have a perspective of a different generation. And then the other thing that Sally has really taught me is that there's a different way to age. She does poetry, she does stand-up comedy, she does things that I didn't know that generation, based off what I saw my grandparents, that was a possibility still at that stage in life. Because we own the same shirt and similar glasses, sometimes we'll actually coordinate outfits and go out looking the same, and we'll wear our polka-dotted shirts and our dark glasses. And we did that most recently for her 80th birthday at the jazz club. We coordinated outfits, and it was a lot of fun.
That was really fun because I have a lot of disabilities, and I can't just go trotting off to a jazz club by myself. I really need someone to help me. And Tegan, it was my 80th birthday. And it was so much fun. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. When it was over, I wanted to just hear it all over again.
What I've learned most from Little Brothers is that the relationship absolutely goes both ways. I like to think that I had a positive impact on John's life, and I know for a fact he had an enormous impact on my life. John and I were connected for a little over 5 years, and he actually passed away last Christmas. And so I think part of why I've been even more involved in the last year with Little Brothers is because kind of the enormity of that relationship and the impact it had on me, I sort of realized when he was gone. And so I'm really excited about the work we're doing and how it's impacting both the elders and the volunteers and really making everyone's life better. I think I gained a lot of things through my relationship with John, wisdom definitely being one of them. John also had this amazing ability to kind of really know what he needed and what he wanted and make sure that he was getting that. So one of my favorite moments was we went to a Veterans Day event at Land's End. John was a veteran, and he wanted to eat his leftover Domino's pizza for breakfast. And it was a relatively formal event. Like, this was not a super casual event, but John wanted his pizza. And I think it was a great reminder to me to kind of, you know, respect yourself, respect your wishes. If pizza is what you want first thing in the morning on Veterans Day, then absolutely.
I feel I'm part of a caring group which ensures that seniors like me don't feel so isolated.
Just a month before Corona started, I was matched with a 92-year-old woman from El Salvador. And she is amazing. I mean, now over the phone, we just have these wonderful conversations in Spanish, and I learn a lot about her childhood growing up in El Salvador. And so I feel almost selfish because I benefit from that quite a bit. LBFE is good for the soul. It makes a big difference for the elders. I know that because the feedback I get is that they're so appreciative, but also there are a lot of research studies that show that giving and sharing experiences is the best way towards happiness.
I tell everybody about Little Brothers. I think with the world now, there's a lot of chaos and bad things happening. It's hard to know where to begin just because it seems so overwhelming. But Little Brothers is awesome. And it's such a short amount of your effort. A 5-minute phone call really makes a huge difference in someone's life. So even if you have like 5 minutes to spare, Little Brothers could be for you. It's been really rewarding to me personally, and it really helps the person on the other end of that phone call.